Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Optimal Hemp Podcast. I am Andy Brine, obviously the host of the show. And today I'm delighted to bring to you Gina and Lois, also known as the Hemp Sisters. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, show is all about talking about all things hemp, from hemp clothing and the t-shirts you wear. Got amazing hemp t-shirts from TC Clothing, all the way through to sustainability, eco-living, and hemp for health. Today we're going to be looking at our eyes and seeing through the world of hemp. So I'm really delighted to have you both on the show today to speak about how we can see hemp in a different light. And at the same time, we're going to be looking at your eye drops. But before we jump into that, tell me a bit more about yourselves and what you do.
Sure. Well, my name is Lois Carter, and my partner, Gina Epps. We own G&L Wellness, which is a hemp-derived wellness company. We also have our body care line, which is Hemp Sisters. So we also work with cold-pressed hemp seed oil for our body care line. And See Better Daily, which is our breakthrough product, world's first CBD eye drop, which is used for a variety of conditions.
Fantastic. Is there anything you wanted to add there, Gina?
Just how proud we are. It was a product that we designed from the ground up. Every ingredient in there is all natural. There's no preservatives. There's no chemicals. We're treating anything from dry eye and red eye to glaucoma and cataracts with great success. We obviously cannot legally tell you that it cures or does anything other than an amazing daily supplement, but we are here to tell you it is an amazing daily supplement.
Definitely, and obviously that's important to mention, that it doesn't treat or cure anything, but it's a holistic treatment that we can use it for our own health and well-being.
Exactly.
So let's look at eye drops. What makes up hemp eye drops or CBD eye drops?
What makes us a little different is that we don't use any oil, and a lot of people assume that the only way you can use CBD is via oil, and who wants oil in their eyes? So we use a water-soluble, which is also considered micro-encapsulated or nanotechnology. You've probably heard all these buzzwords. Yeah. That's just CBD being broken down to a cellular level, so it can be absorbed through places like the eye, where you normally wouldn't put CBD because CBD is normally infused into oil. So we infuse it into an all-natural organic water, which is called a hydrosol, and that's our base of the eye drop. So you're actually just putting water into a body part that already is water. So the infusion process is incredible. It breaks through the retina, the cornea, the optic nerve, and gets into the bloodstream via the eye. So it's a whole new realm that we are learning really every day with, because we can't have, pharmaceutical level testing yet, which we will, hopefully this year, because we are in cahoots with some very big players. So we are getting there.
Definitely. No, well, that's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? It's amazing how, the CBD obviously must interact with the body like activating the endocannabinoid system, like you would take an oil, but obviously through your eyes. Would you say that that's how it works in many ways?
Absolutely.
Okay, excellent.
and it's also for surface. The properties of the formula are they're anti-inflammatory. They have soothing properties. So it's also a surface treatment as well. Red eye, dry eye.
Yeah.
And again, the natural ingredients is what we're most proud of, because most people that put things in their body are chock full of preservatives and things that your body just doesn't really need. They're kind of really just there for consumer what they think is protection, but not really.
Exactly.
I think it's really important to look at natural health and organic stuff that we put in our bodies, rather than, I'm not a fan of modern day medicine, but we're not going to touch on that too much. But it's, we look at holistic health in a much different way, and looking at CBD to support our body in many different ways. Our whole sort of system whether it's our
Right.
eyes, whether it's our body.
Homeostasis. Right. Homeostasis, our body's ability to endure external elements, CBD is a missing link to that overall, our base system, making sure that it's more about preventative, not treating something. It's about making your body able to deal with elements and disease, and CBD is a missing link there. All cannabinoids are a missing link there. There's hundreds of them.
If we look at the eye drops, then obviously you drop it in your eye like you would a normal eye drop. If you think about like the process of receiving some of the benefits of using, the CBD infused eye drops, and how long would you expect to maybe receive some of the benefits of using them? Yeah,
most people within 2 days are telling us that they have a clarity in their vision they have not had since like youth. You have what you feel, and when you put the drops in your eye, you feel like this immediate dryness go across your eye, and then just a rush of like new water. I can't explain it. It's a very interesting sensation. But most of our feedback and our testimonials, most people, that's their first response. My vision is clear. I see better at night. It's like a fog was lifted off of my eye, and I can't really think of anybody that hasn't told us that from their first experience. And then we have, at our website, we do have testimonials from people with, certain eye conditions, and they kind of walk you through their process. Some use the drops and are working with their doctor to show us changes in their vision, show us changes in their disease, and it's more of a tool that we can use to know that the product is bringing relief to those people, and it's a nice way to get some feedback. We get a lot of feedback about the eye drops.
Definitely, it's amazing, and it's amazing you're working, in coinciding with doctors as well to support the process and not have it as something that's completely to one side. It's something we're working together in terms of helping people get the benefits that they want from a different type of treatment that they would have received from.
Correct. We have had users whose doctors have called us wanting to know more about it, and that's interesting when you talk to them about what you're using. It seems so basic in their mind. They're so used to these larger processes, and it's such a simple thing. So we have had a few conversations with some users' doctors, just trying to understand, like, well, what is this? How is this happening? Like, she's had, her eyesight has been crap for 20 years, and in 2 weeks she's had a change. Like, we have to talk. So we have. We have, right.
So in terms of the base of the eye drops, I know we had a long conversation a while back, and I know you mentioned that they derive from eye drops that you would normally take from a doctor without some of the harsher chemicals in there. Is that right?
Go ahead, G. I mean,
we use an herbal blend, so they're very different than what you would see from a doctor. Normal eye drops you get from a doctor are crystal clear, which is terrifying. So you don't know what is in there. Our eye drops, you will see the herbs, like you will see it. You need to shake them well before every use. They are infused. Each bottle is infused individually to preserve it. It's made the second you order it, it's made. There's not 1,000 just sitting on a shelf waiting to be, distributed. They're made to order. And just the preservative free. I mean, we use an eye bright combo. So there is a plethora of herbs in there for swelling and pain and the redness and the dry eye. People that can't produce their own tears now have tears pouring down their face, and it's all from nature. We didn't do that. We just put these ingredients together. These are all ingredients that are organic. They're all natural. Anyone can go on Google and find out what is best to go in their body and do their own research. But people are just quick to believe what their doctors tell them or what they assume to be the best route. And they don't want to put the time and effort in, and that's where we come in. We do want to put the time and effort in, and we will research ourselves to death, and we will find a better way to do it.
Right.
And I love what you said about that.
Most holistic ingredients are, time true. So the ingredients that we use are ingredients that, when you look into holistic medicines, they are specific for the eye. You know what I mean? We're just not picking up things that we think will work. They have a very, what Gina would refer to as like the trifecta, because something about this particular combination is different. And it did, in testing and things, missing one of those ingredients didn't quite do it, So we really, with a lot of diligence and, found this particular combination, and it has been most effective.
Excellent. No, I absolutely love it, and I very much see myself as very.
Will carry over into our other products. We have a whole, product medical line that's going to be released slowly throughout this year, and this combination of herbs is used for ears, for nose, for throat, for several different ailments that we're finding. It is just incredible together, and it is all natural, and we're trying to keep you out of the doctor's office.
Definitely. No, it's amazing. I'm a firm believer nowadays that we find our medicine in nature, and that nature provides us with so many things. Only when you're working at your computer for a long period of time, you go out in nature and you can just reconnect and feel that, sense of
off those shoes, Andy. Put your feet in the grass,
Definitely.
It's amazing.
But no, I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing what you're both doing. And I know you've got some things coming up in terms of working and doing a lot of testing with these in terms of a study. So tell me a bit more about the study that you're doing with them. So there's a certain university you're working with. Is that right?
Well, we're partnered with a group of people that have already gotten what's the word I'm looking for? Approved. They were already approved for one of 12 federal level testing, university grant testings for cannabis and hemp. So there's like $400 million in the states waiting to be spent on testing, and there's only 12 people in the states that are going to get these licenses, and then that money's going to be divvied out, and they're going to be testing on a federal level these products. So our eye drops are in line to be one of the first products in probably the world tested at a federal level, but definitely in the states.
Right.
And it's crucial. I mean, it is crucial because we are not legally allowed to tell anyone anything other than these other testimonials we've received.
Definitely.
Yeah, right. And in hemp in general, not even just our company, just the progress that needs to be made, tying these pieces together, research and development. There's two things. We've had thousands of years of documentation of how hemp, in humans is beneficial. What we don't really have is we only have about 50 years of pharmaceutical literature and studies. So there is actually a lot of information regarding hemp historically, but we don't have it. We don't have it tied into our pharmaceutical world yet. So this is where this opportunity that we are going to be a part of is going to be very beneficial for this community in general. Starting to need that federal backing to move forward. Otherwise everything that we work for can be taken at any moment. So it's a really good sign that the federal government is looking to find products and find people in this industry to research and develop and learn more about, hemp in a medical way. And we are, again, very happy and grateful to be part of that process.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And testing is what it's all about. And research and development. There's so much research and development already out there, but how can we make that available to the public more so as well? And how can we enhance that even more so to really get those deeper studies? And it's amazing what you're both doing with that in mind.
Thank you.
If we look at 2018 then.
Take it for the team,
Definitely. And I've got a show coming up probably in February where we're going to be talking about testing CBD-based products. So what goes into the process of doing so. So I'm looking forward to sharing that one with people that tune into the podcast. But if we look at 2018,
that would be something to make sure people.
Sorry, you go ahead.
I was just saying that would be something to make sure people understand. Like you're talking about your next, that show coming up about testing. But CBD gets a very bad name, and specifically CBD derived from hemp gets a very bad name because there's so much misinformation, and there are so many shady companies not compliant, not doing things the right way, selling some half-ass CBD with almost no CBD in it, passing it off as CBD. And so there's a ton of misinformation. So our biggest thing is we tell people, and it's readily available on our own website, you've got to check test results. Ask companies for test results. If they will not give them to you, run in the other direction. There is a reason. So if you don't see test results for that oil, do not buy that oil.
Right.
I completely agree. We've got to find suitable companies that will help us and guide us as well. And those companies that don't provide those testing, often they're the people that don't provide that support along with the service or the products they offer.
Right. We have a responsibility because again, without crossing hairs, I mean, we are trying to replace or give people options to traditional medicine. Your responsibility with that to make sure that if somebody is taking this for something that in a holistic manner, that you're giving it to them safely. You have to find companies that have good manufacturing practices, that are registered businesses, that are following what we feel like the community has set as standards for product quality. And, that is very important when you're trying to talk somebody into trying a product. If they're going to try it and it's not going to help them because they're not going to continue to research or go with hemp, or cannabis in general. So it's we got to get them out the gate in the right way, and it's up to the community to set that standard and set the bar higher for companies that are coming on board to treat people or to bring wellness to people. So it's.
Definitely. So we're coming towards the end of the show, but we are starting 2018 just in January, and it'd be interesting to have a short discussion about where we see hemp going in 2018 and even beyond 2019.
Well, we can give you a little teaser, Andy, that in 2018 you will see retail hemp. There will be retail hemp in 2018, and that's all we can legally say. It will be in stores where it can be bought by the public.
Excellent. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. And we had a show over here in the UK called Gone to Pot. Fantastic show where a group... I don't know if you'd seen it at all.
No, send me a link after our show here. We want to check it out for sure.
But I just wanted to share it for our guests because I thought that was a great shift in mentality with regards to hemp. And it was a group of British people that came over to the States. They went to California, and obviously everything's legal in California, and they tried everything. And the shifting of viewpoint was incredible. So yeah. I'd love to see that shifting of viewpoint with regards to hemp and CBD in 2018, but it all comes down to legislation as well, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You keep doing things like you're doing, talking about it, and it gets people to open up their minds to try it. And in our experience, once you really try it, you just don't ever go back. It opens up a whole new world to you as far as how to take care of your body and how to look at information as it comes to you from other channels. And it really does give you a nice balanced opinion on controlling your health. So
be open-minded, keep your mind open and learn every day.
Absolutely. We learn all the time. Sometimes we learn things that we thought we knew. We don't,
Right. Right.
Definitely. Well, as soon as I came across your hemp eye drops, I was like, wow, this is incredible. I already realized that hemp can support our health in many different ways. But when it came to eye drops, just another stunning, revelation.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, we are And again, I'm going to give that to Gina. Gina did a fantastic job formulating that. I mean,
Thank you,
she
Lo.
is no, absolutely. She literally put everything into making that combination and getting it right. And she's with that has helped not only just with the eye drops, but in her life in this community has helped hundreds and hundreds of people, and that branches out, to their families and etc. So kudos to you, G.
Thank you, Lo.
You're welcome.
Final question then. Where can we find out more about yourself, your work, whether it's on social media or your website? We'd love to share it with the audience.
Yeah. Well, our website is glwellness.net. And it's an informational website. We do have products on there as well, a small amount of products available on there as well. Gina, can you do our social media pages?
Yeah, Facebook is, I think the backsplash is at Hemp5, and that's our Hemp Sisters business page. And then we also have a Gina Wellness business page and Hemp5 Pet Line by the Hemp Sisters business page, as well as a See Better Daily. I'm sorry.
And one other thing that
a lot of social media. And we also have Instagram, which is at Hemp Sisters, right?
Excellent.
Right, and LinkedIn.
Well, as with everything, all the links will be provided anyway. So whether
go.
you're on Facebook, whether you're listening to it on the podcast, or even on our website, all the links will be available to your website, so that anybody can find out more about yourself, your products, and
Awesome.
what it is you're doing.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Is there any last parting words that you want to share with the audience today?
Just thank you, and thank you for doing what you're doing and spreading the good word. And anyone that's listening, tell anybody, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a coworker, tell somebody what you've learned, and then they will tell somebody, and it will spread like wildfire. Nature is the answer. It's the answer.
Always has been.
Well, thank you again, and thank you all for tuning in. We will have a show every Friday, so we look forward to bringing to you another show next week. And with that, I will say bye for now, and thank you again for joining me on this amazing show.
Thank you so much, Andy. Pleasure.
Bye for now.
Bye.